They showed up flashing fake badges, demanding I hand over HOA fees for my own lakeside cabin. What they didn't know, the man they were trying to intimidate was the state sheriff, and I don't take kindly to impersonating officers on my land. The lake was glass smooth that morning, kind of quiet, only found miles from the nearest town. I was cleaning my boat when I heard the crunch of gravel under tires. A black SUV rolling down my private road, no plates, just an HOA Enforcement Division logo taped to the door. Two men stepped out, both wearing dark uniforms, badges glinting in the sun. But something felt off. The patches didn't match, the gear was too new, and their holsters looked like props. "Sir," one said sharply, "this property is under HOA regulation. You're delinquent on dues and unauthorized to use the dock." I smiled. "You boys sure about that?" The other pulled out a clipboard. "This cabin falls within the Cedar Lake HOA. You owe $3,000 in back fees or we'll begin repossession procedures today." I leaned against my truck, keeping my voice even. "You have a warrant for that?" He glanced at the other, hesitant. "We don't need one. HOA authority." That's when I pulled back my jacket, revealing my badge. State Sheriff, Office of Law Enforcement. Their faces drained of color. "Now," I said, stepping closer, "you're on my property impersonating law enforcement. That's a felony in this state." The shorter one stammered. "We were just following orders." "Whose orders?" I demanded. "HOA President Karen Holt," he whispered. I radioed dispatch. Within minutes, 2 real deputies pulled up, lights flashing against the lake water. The fake cops were cuffed and read their rights. Later that afternoon, we executed a search warrant on the Cedar Lake HOA office. Inside, we found dozens of fake badges, printed violation slips, and cash envelopes from terrified homeowners. They'd been running a racket for months, extorting residents with threats of property seizure and fake enforcement raids. The board was arrested. Karen Holt herself was charged with fraud, impersonation, and extortion. That evening, I stood on my dock watching the sunset bleed across the lake. The reflection shimmered red and gold, the water calm again, just the way I liked it. "They came pretending to enforce the law," I said quietly, holstering my badge, "but around here, I am the law."
I am Liam, and trust me, the next HOA story is even worse. Subscribe now.